Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Barnacate. You fucking piece of shit. Are you on? Thank you. Stay on, you piece of shit. Cut me off, will you? Alright, let me give you a little bit of history facts about Dragon Ball Z. And it started with the differences between Dragon Ball Z and GT. And I realize we can't call it canon anymore, ever since Toriyama bashed all over it. But anyway. Another thing that it came out afterwards about how between... Okay, I'm going to just put it this way. History between Dragon Ball Z and GT, as well as Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball... Well, they did... I forget what it was. It was a parody where Team 4-Star was doing something. And then there was a thing of differences between Dragon Ball Z and Super. Okay, right? So, and I'm also got a story I got to tell you about. Just going to wrap up the series of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And I'll be right back. Gotta go to the restroom. Won't take me long. Wish I could pause this, make it make a difference, but I can't do that. Oh no, you know what I could do is turn off the mic. But that would be no, still wouldn't be saving time. Alright, and I'm back. So, I had a video where I talked about that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I had to unfortunately delete it because he didn't hear a damn word I had to say. You know why? Because the mic decided it was going to turn itself off. Or I accidentally did it. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The mic was not on at the time. That's what matters. It just made the freaking video not worth even bothering with. So anyway, back to the history about Dragon Ball Z. So about in GT, right? Well, they said how Goku did not ever get his butt whooped this badly, or how it didn't suck this terribly. That's why it sucked so badly. I hate to break it to you, but anybody who's foolish enough to say that did not actually watch it. They go, yeah, I wish it. No, you didn't. You're a freaking lying scumbag. And I hate to judge anybody. I really do. But I gotta draw the line somewhere. Anybody who can sit there and say all that kind of crap about Goku doesn't know Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z before he got back up and, did any damage. I mean, yeah, nobody actually sat there and protected him. I get that, but he's been whooped like a lot of times throughout the series. I mean, okay, let's go back to the beginning. Piccolo had him down very well. I didn't really see that part of it, but they brought it back, rehashing from it before they went on to the Dragon Ball Z, the official main title. They brought it from the original series, and as they were ending the tournament, the end of that show, the original thing after Goku had, I guess, became a teenager. So moving forward, right? You've had all these fights. Goku got trounced. Okay. He's been through a lot of battles in the past where when he was a kid that he still got trounced. Okay? Then he got stronger. It whooped their butt. Anybody who can say he didn't get trounced doesn't know Dragon Ball. Or the real Dragon Ball history. In other words, he didn't get his butt whooped, huh? What a bunch of coarse crap. So, as always, okay, here comes his brother, the first Saiyan warrior to arrive. They didn't even know he was a Saiyan. They didn't even know Goku was a Saiyan. Although that was being revealed that his grandpa, Gohan, oh yeah, you didn't know about that, did you? If you had watched Dragon Ball, the original series, you would have known about that. And of course, Goku, for the longest time, had a Dragon Ball. It was in honor of his father. Then eventually he named his son after his grandpa. His grandpa that was not blood related at all to him. Which I think he finally figured that one out over the many years. So, anyway, I lost a few chips here. Blech, can't believe that happened. So, okay, eventually you come across, like, the two Saiyan warriors, Vegeta, and I mean, let me just continue this on with saying that this is spoilers, but I'm not going to spoil all of it because I don't remember all the details. But I'm going to give you enough of it that it's still going to be a spoiler. Yeah, so eventually they come along. Never mind about the idea that Gohan, his son, trained, because that didn't really make a difference, so let's not worry about that. And guess what happened there? Oh no, Goku didn't get trounced. Oh yes, he did. Okay, maybe he was a match for, what was his name now? I can't think of his name. But the dude that got whooped by Goku, that was taken out in GT, yet again, which makes no sense, but anyway, let's not go there. Moving on. Okay. So, yeah, he got trounced by Vegeta. Oh, yeah. I guarantee you that even if he does whoop some butt, he still have opponents he had to get whooped with. Even in the Frieza saga, before he became a Super Saiyan, he was actually whooped to the core. Even before he actually became strong enough that he took on Frieza and finally had to have a heart attack. I don't know why, but it's a Saiyan heart attack that makes no sense. And yet, supposedly, all the men that had nothing to do with that were supposed to be trying to take it, and they really didn't need it. It was the only thing, it affected Saiyans, yet it did not affect Vegeta. Oh well. So anyway, moving on. You had to have some kind of medicine so to save him. So he did eventually get the medicine. And anyway, so yeah, Goku didn't get trounced. He didn't get whooped. Alright, okay. Yeah, so anyway, in Super he wasn't exactly whooped either, but I mean, not until he started getting in fights with, like, what is it? Most of these newer fights that came out. And then eventually, he won the fight. That's how it's supposed to go. So try again. I mean, yeah, okay. And then the same thing in GT. Got stronger. I mean, GT, he had to have help against Super 17. Oh, no, we can't say Super 17, God forbid, because it's not canon. But it is canon. Yes, comic books do exist. They are canon. And yes, Broly, and I'm not talking about from Super, the one from the other video, the other one, is both canon and not canon. I don't care what anybody says. Hands down, it is both canon and not canon. So therefore, even the movies are canon. Except that, you don't actually have to put them in the series. Lots of things of people in... Okay, for example, it's not that it can't happen, it's that it's not going to happen, because unless the writers and creators says, yeah, we want that in the show. And no, I'm not going to sit here and watch Heroes. No, that's stupid. Now, after everything that happened in Dragon Ball Super and all that, I mean, why are we popping up? Okay, we're pumping up Goku again, and now we're going to make him get off again. By get off, I mean literally, they don't want him doing jack shit again. Stop it. I mean, even Vegeta barely has a chance against anything. In other words, he doesn't get to win the fight, ultimately. You know who won the fight ultimately against the androids? Gohan. It wasn't Goku. Even though that Goku may have, saved the day, he didn't actually freaking win the fight. Which really sucked. It was the only damn time that it actually happened. The fact is, as well, is that when the Saiyans arrived, Gohan had a chance. It's like against Frieza. He didn't win. His father did. So, the first time it actually happened was there. Which is the most stupidest damn thing ever. At least in GT, they gave him an ultimate chance for Goku to actually make a difference. All the damn time. Like, no shit. And in Dragon Ball Super, yeah, they made it about Goku. And it's not like Vegeta... Okay. It's not like Vegeta wasn't mainly part of the show at all. That's crap. It's just that he wasn't more... I don't know. His character... the character of Vegeta wasn't more, I guess... I don't know. He was still mainly part of the show. I mean, hell, even Super, they didn't always focus the camera on him, but it was a lot of the majority of the time every time Goku would show up. But it was still ultimately up to Goku to beat the villains in there. And win so that it could save the entire universe. So ultimately, yeah, I will always favor Goku and Broly from the past. Yeah. And even if that Broly from the Dragon Ball Super movie is canon, he's not a real Broly or legit in my book. The Broly that was in the old movies had a chance. They could have revived him and made him better. That's not making him better. I still like, well, he doesn't have the power. Another thing is, I mean, not power, but he's not able to control it. So, anyway, when the kids actually were able to do it without any hesitation or any, where they had to, it wasn't just effort or training that made it happen. Eventually, they just kind of snapped. The other warriors, but the kids didn't have to snap to do it. They just eventually just, you know. And that's another thing. It took a while before they finally released it. It's not like it just immediately happened. No, but they just did it with ease. And it doesn't explain a damn thing, even when they have strong women, nor when finally they can get the other Saiyans from another universe, which is Universe 6, to go Super Saiyan. It doesn't explain a damn thing of how easy it is. Because, really, when Trunks and Goten did it, you know, it wasn't a tingle in their freaking back either. It was just a tingle in their backs. And although that did not happen to Cabba just kind of snapped and that was it. I think that's his name. Well, anyway. Because all Vegeta had to do was say the right words to trigger him. So that was it. The other two, you know, one of them actually had to freak out before she got in control. And it was the same amount of rage that Broly had. But she got control of it. Did Broly ever get control of his rage? No. So, again, it says it can't happen. I said it won't happen unless the creator and writers, which is all the same people at the game, even though in a sense they are separate, but still, unless they all come together on it, it ain't gonna happen. So it's not that it can't happen, so stop that bullshit. Can't happen. Yeah, it won't happen. Let's get it straight. Some cases the can't does fit. It's not that it's impossible to do. If it was so impossible, they would have never even done it in the first damn place. So screw your damn logic. Mr. Everyone. Motherfucker, I can't do it. Sorry, I just can't do it. I just hate people who like that, man. It's because you got more subs and everything. All of a sudden, you're number one. That's what you really count more than I do. No, you don't. Let's get something straight here. It's not going to happen. I said it can't happen because it didn't pass it out. No, it's not that. That's bullshit and you know it. But I'm going to tell you something. Here's another thing. If it's so damn impossible, how come the people who can do better than me, and I really hate to say that, but because they have more nerve, they don't have like nerve damage or whatever the hell's wrong with my hands. They can actually draw and paint. They don't just have to have ideas. I mean, don't have to just ideas. They can actually put it to paper, pen to paper. I can't do that. My hands can't handle it. I'm very lucky I can maybe do a little bit of drawing, but I still can't do as good. I can maybe do stick figures and draw arrows like you're on a map. But I can guarantee you, I can get you lost. Anyway. So, now, let's go on to that time I got reincarnated with a slime. And I'm going to wrap it up with this. That Raphael or Rimuru disappears, but Raphael stays behind, and they make damn sure that Diablo absolutely, is protecting the village, because as strong as they are, they're just like a lot of opponents they can't do anything against that Rimuru could do, or Raphael, or Diablo for that matter. So anyway, eventually they do that. So he walks off, he becomes something else. He doesn't get reincarnated. Don't ask me, this is just how the dream went, okay? And by the way, yes, it came from a dream that I kind of finished off on my own kind of deal. So he's a woman now, an actual woman. Because in the series, the original, he's genderless, believe it or not. And he looks nothing like a female. I don't care what they say. Although they couldn't make up their damn mind about it anyway, because he actually reveals that even though you can't see anything, but when he made a clone of himself, the one time when he actually did it, he goes, "Oh man, I'm genderless." Actually, he said the S word, but let's not go there. It's the same thing. You should have just said genderless, but whatever. Meaning he wasn't female nor male, But yeah, he still portrayed himself as both a male and a slime, a lot of the times throughout the show. Even though he did dress up fancy and all that kind of stuff, he didn't wear dresses or anything like that. Can't say he never did, but I think that was like more when it dreamed. So anyway, moving on. He eventually, I don't know the name. It's not Rimuru Tempest anymore, because Rimuru Tempest is gone. There's no more slime. He does like what he did as a slime, but he doesn't kill. He just copies their DNA without touching them or anything. I guess. Anyway, I just know he doesn't kill it. So he establishes this nation. Blah 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 blah. Goes and challenges Saguchi, whatever her name is, Tanaka, whatever her name is, the woman that defeated Rimuru before he became a demon lord. That he had to Saguchi's, whatever her name is, anyway. So, and he takes out she does, excuse me. I don't know the name, don't ask. I didn't even mention this or nothing. How she did it, it just happened. They got all the churches and anything to do with all the religional crap. Because religion is crap. Yes, it is. Anyway, at least in this story. And then, once she defeats Saguchi goes off, trains, and has literally nothing to do with the church or anything of the night. And she just trains, I guess, to one day maybe defeat her again, I don't know. But this doesn't happen. So eventually, what happens next is that we find someone else to watch over this village, like a guardian, like Rimuru was for the monster village. Then he becomes an actual man. He revives Clayman and makes him into a better guy. Don't ask the how, okay? Just don't. I don't know. I just know he does it. Alright? This is just something that I've already planned out. So anyway, moving on. He defeats every one of the Harley Quinn Alliance, or Clinton, whatever the hell it's called. And makes them all good. Revives people like that man, like that one dude that one of them took out. And well, he doesn't make any moves against the other demon lords. Everybody stays neutral or everything. Nothing happens to them. I should also point out that the guy that betrayed him, that you don't know about except a few hints here and there at the second season. Anyway, So, he doesn't even know it's Ring of the Tempest. He doesn't even know that anything to do with it. I think he gets a, like, because it's like there's no relation to the towns or anything. The man does the same thing, but he goes over there and defeats that guy. He basically kills him into the ground, in a sort of way that he brings him back and makes it so that he can't rule over the world, but he can rule over a kingdom. As long as he's, not trying to, make it worse for everybody else. So eventually that's what happens, and everything from there just kind of is how it ends. And that's the end of the slime, because as you already know, the slime is gone already. There's no more slime. First of all, he disappeared. He never came back. There is no more slime, unfortunately. But, and another thing is that even though they did talk about slimes, we can't actually officially canonize the idea that slimes actually existed other than him. And that was it. It was the only slime that actually counted that was canon. It might be in the comic books, because yes, all comic books or mangas are canon. Even if it's not in the TV series. Believe it or not. It's actually proven. Even if they try to deny it, there's facts to prove it too. Like, okay, Vegeta has, like, two brothers. And one of them they never became a Saiyan, or Super Saiyan at all. So, and became on his own and married an alien chick that doesn't even look like a woman whatsoever, but whatever. So, Rygar or whatever. But yeah, despite what you may have heard, or what you think, just because it's not on TV doesn't mean it's any less canon. The books are just as real as the show is. The only difference is that it's not going to be on the show. A lot of it ain't. I mean, if you actually pay attention, you can tell. Or if you want one that's actually more closer to the mark, I guess you might say, is the fact of what they actually say versus what they say in English. Like where they talk about things and it was actually based on what's in the manga, but then they bring it into the English version and it's the same thing. So, well then, there are a lot of things you don't know about, or won't know if you read the manga, that it's not going to officially be in there. It's even stuff that's from the Dragon Ball Z and even in Dragon Ball. Like, Bardock, Bardock has already met his son. It's not that. It's that they need what they really need, actually, is a reunion. A real reunion. Not just one that was in a vision, either. And the Dragon Ball Super movie does not count. No. Not in terms of Bardock and Gine. That was stupid. Really. And even though they kind of played it up, like, back and forth, like, whether or not Bardock and Gine was a couple. But, yeah, it's canon. And so what? And she was his mother. She was hotter than hell. What do you want? I don't care if she was she was half Saiyan. She was hot. Anyway. Although that reminds me, ironically speaking, Frieza looks almost nothing like his father, but in many ways he does. Because I guess a lot of the majority of the gene actually stays in the family of the Frieza bloodline. So, but his mother was not even in the bloodline. His mother was, I think, like supposed to be human or something like that. It's crazy. No, not a human, but she was one of the Kais. I don't know. And the Kais are not the Frieza bloodline. So, which technically would not make Frieza a Kai. No. There's actually a bit about it in the old, and some stuff that was kind of revealed about it, but nothing canonically on TV, okay? For those of you who doubt the mangas, it's actually canon. And I would say, find more canon than what's on TV, because there's actually episodes in Japan that did not get aired in America for even Dragon Ball Super, for crying out loud. You actually have fights that supposedly happen, and I don't like that word autonomous. No, it's not autonomous. It's Ultra Instinct. That bullshit word. It is actually Ultra Instinct, and nothing more, nothing less. Or even mastered, you know. Otherwise, there's no A. There's an autonomous about it. So, anyway, moving on. So yeah, that's pretty much my thing about it's what the real true facts about history of a Dragon Ball is, and how you can that I've wrapped up the show. I wasn't planning on it, but sometimes dreams can help. I mean, you know. And it's like I said, just because I can't put it to paper don't mean it's not something real. I mean, or that what I say wouldn't be a possibility. How to end it. But, and again, I'm not the creator, so I'm not going to sit there and say that he's going to agree to that, or they are. It's just going to be like, well, that's just how I've ended it. I didn't really want to end it. I had no plans of it, but it's just the way it kind of ended up that way. And I am not going to watch that stupid, ugly movie. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. The Gohan of the past. How can he have returned? When the Gohan of the past has grown up and become such a damn weakling. Now, I'll give you this, that in Dragon Ball Super he bulked back up and became whatever, but he's still not something I like to see beating up villains and stuff and whatever. Because to me, the only real main characters will always be Goku. I was with Goku from the beginning, and I have more trust in him and more of a character than in him than any other character. Although I actually liked Vegeta, and I liked one of Cell's forms. I didn't care for Perfect Cell. I didn't care for the other Cell either, the first one of them. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, and I didn't care for the Super version of Dragon Ball Super version of Broly. I care for the other one. And not just because of the voice actor either. Because he had potential. Of all those powers. And he was already ready, and he was already a legendary Super Saiyan. Even if it is uncontrollable. They even proved it was still uncontrollable in Dragon Ball Super. So, but that's not the only reason either. It's just because he still had potential and he could have been used as a good person. Even though the Dragon Ball Super kind of proved that, but it was more of that it still should have been the other Broly. Well, that's not exactly the other Broly. Anyway, I'm never gonna say it can't happen. No, that won't happen. I mean, or that it can't happen in the sense that it won't, because the creators and writers, unless they decide to make something like that actually happen, then yeah. Okay. But it doesn't make it impossible either. And if it's so impossible, then how the hell did Team 4-Star actually get away with doing that? And another thing, one more thing. It's not that Sean Shamil hated it. It's that he both loved and hated it. Okay? Get it straight. There's no, I don't know why he just hated it. No, he didn't just hate it. He both loved and hated it at the same time. He actually officially admitted it in an interview. It wasn't that he actually just hated it. He loved it at the same time. You know? He said that. He didn't say, I'm mad because I just hate it altogether. I hate it. No. I love and hate it all at the same time. So there you go. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. That's what it was called, the series that Team 4-Star came up with. Anyway, later.